You don't have to like me, my reporting. You can even oppose my entire worldview. But you must recognize the importance of not allowing the state to dictate what journalism is okay.
Putting him under arrest. But this guy here is going to be placed under arrest right now.
So if you're able and you're willing to pitch in what will inevitably be a very expensive battle, please go to standwithavi.com now. Every cent helps, and make sure to also share this campaign, because together, this very little David can and will beat the big Goliath. We have the truth, evidence, and the will to fight this all the way to the top for all of our sake. I just need some of your financial support, because we know they're going to throw everything back at me. We're a small independent news outlet. We don't get $1 billion a year from the government like the ABC does. We're 100% viewer supported. So we have to ask, because we don't just get to take it from your taxes without your permission. I'm going up against Dan Andrews and the state of Victoria. They have unlimited funds and literally hundreds of lawyers. So I need you at standwithavi.com now. Donate and share. And then watch this space.
You know, Sheila, Avi made so many profound points there, but I think the most important one, and it might even have got lost in the shuffle, when he said, maybe you don't like me or my reporting, and you oppose my worldviews. And that's the thing. It's not about whether you like Avi or Ezra or Rebel News folks. It's about whether you like freedom, whether you like freedom of the press, freedom of speech, freedom of expression. And I can tell you, Sheila, and I think you would feel the same way. If I could think of the most ultra-leftist media organization in Toronto, for example, maybe the Toronto Star, maybe Now Magazine. I have no time for either of them. But if they or their reporters were treated this way, I would speak up for them. I would say this is an outrage. But I can tell you, whether it's Avi in Australia, whether it's what happened to me in Brampton, to a lesser degree, it was the same sort of deal, unlawful arrest and false imprisonment, but I was spared the brutality of the takedown like Avi had. Yep. You would think there'd be a media snowball saying, hands off. You can't be a little bit pregnant. You can't be, I'm a little bit for free speech as long as it's this kind of worldview. This is the big issue here, and I think it's absolutely appalling, Sheila, that the other members of the media aren't making a snowball about it. I'm not sure what press coverage Avi has received in Australia. With my case, it was a local Mississauga radio station and our good friend Joe Warmington in The Sun. Yeah. And everyone else, radio silent. They don't even want to know about it.
I can give you a good example of this, and it happened in Alberta. Duncan Kinney from Progress Alberta, far left-wing NDP front group, union front group, masquerading as journalists, I guess. Whatever, I don't care. I don't care if the unions fund you to be journalists. I don't care. I'm not in the business of telling people who are or aren't journalists. But he was kept out of the government budget lockup here in Alberta. And you know what we did? We released our lawyers who were working for us and to help him. And we turned over some of our documents to help him. And we did it basically at no cost. We said, yeah, we have these documents that will help with your arguments. Here, take them. We let our lawyers do that.
Even though that was originally a cost for us, right?
It was a cost for us, yeah. Because we care about press freedom, even for our political enemies and people who would, write terrible things about how awful we are and this and that. And we did that to help him. You know what he did that very same day that he was in the budget lockup? Go on Twitter and complain that I was in there. Yeah. He went on Twitter and complained that I was allowed into the budget lockup. And the only reason he was in the budget lockup is because we let our lawyers work on his behalf. I mean,
you know what, Sheila?
Those are the kind of people we're dealing with. And you know what? We'd probably do it again because we care about press freedom more than we don't like that guy.
That's an excerpt from my daily TV show that I do live at 12 noon Eastern time. We talk about the news of the day, we play interesting viral videos, and most importantly, I take your questions that you chat to me through YouTube Super Chat. I think that's the funnest part of it. So tune in every weekday at 12 noon Eastern Time, only here at rebelnews.com.